Now let's talk about cutting fruit.
Let's start with a lime. The first thing we do is cut the ends off, and we try to cut as little as possible so we can not waste any. Then we're going to cut it down the middle, cut it in half. We'll have two pieces, two halves. This rind is a little thick and hard to cut. I have a sharp knife, but it was a little hard to cut. So now we have two pieces. We'll do wedges with the first piece. So let's cut the half in half, and we have 2/4. And then we'll slice those so we have the little wedges, which is probably the most economical way to cut your limes so you get more pieces. And there we have little wedges into the fruit tray. Now we'll take the other half and I'll show you how to cut half moons, which are bigger pieces, but we won't get as many out of a half. We'll probably only get about 4 out of a half instead of 8 that we got of the little wedges, which also work just fine. There you go, 2 half moons. Now let's take a lemon, and the first thing we're going to do is cut some lemon wheels. So again, we just cut the ends off, trying not to waste, and then we turn the lemon on its end and cut just halfway through, cut a slit halfway through. Then we're going to turn it on its side. There you can see the slit. Then we'll turn it on its side and we're going to cut slices. And that's going to give us lemon wheels, which are nice to put on the edge of the glass. So you take the wheel and take where you've sliced it and put it on the edge of the glass, and it sits there nicely and makes a nice decoration for a cocktail. Now, since we've already used this lemon, why don't we just go ahead and I'll show you once again how to cut the wedges in half moons, except with a lemon instead of a lime. So we have 2 halves, and we're going to do, let's do a lemon wedge first. We'll cut the half in half again to have 2/4, and I'll just do one to show you. We have now 2 lemon wedges. There we go. Stick those in the fruit tray. And now let's take the other half and cut a half moon. And you can see that we can do this with lemons or limes. Next, let's make lemon twists. So as usual, we're going to cut the ends off, trying not to waste, but we want to cut enough of the end off that we have room to work. So there's several ways to do this. I'm going to show you my way. This is the way I prefer. I go around the inside of the rind. I cut it on each end. So inside the rind, I cut at the pulp. So between the rind and the pulp, I'm cutting, and then I'm going to turn it over and do the other end. Not quite all the way through, but you do want to cut right just below the rind. It's making a lot of juice there, you can see. But you can't help that with lemons. They're very juicy. So after I cut all the rind, then I'm going to go around and cut the outside of the rind into strips. And I leave them on the lemon until I need them, so that keeps them a little bit fresher. And then when I need one, I just peel it off, and it's real nice and neat, and I've just got the twist there. Then I twist it over the glass, then rub it around the rim of the glass. Then I have a very nice flavored cocktail with lemon oil.